47 all, crowd back into it, 8:40 remains. None of these teams have had a battle quite like this. Is now a handoff to Bryant, mid-range jumper, rolls off the rim, no good. Holmes rips down the rebound. Minute 30 in, 47 all. A big game here at Assembly Hall. An unranked Illinois team is looking to shock the world. Here's Garzone looking inside of Holmes. Parrish around the perimeter, now on the left wing. Scally at top of the key, back to Moore McNeil. Moore McNeil looks to get the screen from Holmes, rejects the screen, goes inside and throws it away. Turnover, Indiana. McKenzie looking to drive on Parrish, kicks it out. Bryant fakes the three, drives inside across the free throw line. It's a foul on the floor against Indiana. But the action that Illinois has in transition, they're just getting Indiana out of position. They're just making them sprint to the ball.
Absolutely. This is turning into a sprint race on either side. Both teams playing really high-paced, and Illinois has really felt the better team in that kind of style of play.
So now Cook inbounds it to Bryant. Bryant, right wing three, all air. And she's going to be able to hear that from the crowd. 47 all as Bryant did not touch anything on that three. Pretty good crowd for a Sunday afternoon here at Assembly Hall. 13 rebounds for Kendall Bostic. That is something to very much keep in mind. Although she hasn't been the scorer, she's really helped out Illinois on the rebounding side. That one's off the hands of Holmes, and it'll be another turnover for Indiana. Now they're in double digits. They have 18 points off Illinois' turnovers. But Illinois, they're shooting the ball 6 for 15 from three. They're out rebounding Indiana by 10. And even with Illinois not scoring the past 2 minutes, it's still tied at 47. Now a fourth of the way through the final quarter of play, of regulation, I should say. So they get the screen. Cook, pull-up jumper, butter. 49-47 Illinois. Makira Cook is lighting it up. 7:15 remains. She's up to 25 points. Moore McNeil has in the Indiana offense a little bit stagnant. Scalia pass inside, Garzone, right-hand layup's good. A great look from Sarah Scalia, who passed it from nearly the top of the key all the way to the right block. And Garzone just strolled in for easy two. We're tied back at 49, 3 minutes in to the fourth quarter of play. Makira Cook has had the ball in her hands most of the game, making the plays, 25 points. 5 rebounds, drive inside, it's good, count it, plus the foul, Makira Cook. Taking all the energy out of Assembly Hall, and Illinois is back in the lead, 51-49, strong drive right over Scalia, drew the contact, and a chance to extend Illinois' lead to 3 points. Here in Carroll Stream, Illinois, new pitcher in for the Oilmen is going to be Jack Niekras. 4-0 on the year, 5.06 ERA, and looking to slow down this Joliet offense. And the final line for Deal, although he's responsible for runners on first and second, was an inning pitched, 1 earned run, and 4 walks, and a hit-by pitch in the 9 batters he faced. So it's Niekras to face the top of the order, and Dupuis first. First pitch in, Dupuis. Generals try to pull off a double steal. They do, so now it's second and third with no outs.
And that puts Niekras in a tough spot right from Jump Street here, starting the game where you're coming in with 2 runners on, they already advance. So now you're trying to get quick outs with runners in scoring position and nobody out. You're trying to keep this a 1-run game. This is a high leverage spot for the right-hander.
Yeah, so that pitch was a ball to Dupuis also. Here's the next pitch. That one's outside ball 2, but I think that's something you discuss, when the Oilmen are changing pitchers, that you try to pull off a double steal on the first pitch.
Yeah, as Niekras has had some good innings in his past week or so. He had a really good game against Crestwood on the 25th, where he went 5 innings, allowing just 1 earned run on 5 hits, striking out 3. He only gave up those runs in his first frame. He threw 4 scoreless innings to give the Oilmen a chance to try to come back against Crestwood. They fell in that game.
Yes, this is a really big spot for him now. The runs wouldn't be earned against him, but certainly like to prevent him. 2-1 pitch. That one's hit right to Marshall at short, and they get the 1 out there. So Joliet's lucky to get doubled off, but a big first out.
And that one was kind of a good hit liner, but it was just put right where Ziebig was standing. He barely even had to move and just put the glove right up and it secured it. And that's a big first out for the Oilmen. It's always tough being a pitcher coming into an inning with base runners on and nobody out. You really have to pitch with little to no mistakes.
First pitch in, Toronto's the strike. Yeah, that was Z-Big making that catch. Him and Marshall look so alike with the sunglasses on the hat.
And they both roll up their socks, too. And they're probably two of the tallest players on the Oilman team.
So that one's fouled off to the left side. So it's 0-2 on Toronez. This would be a big strikeout if Nekraz can get it with Gould on deck. Toronto's trying to protect with 2 strikes here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's way high, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, we've reached the point, too, in the night where all 4 Oilman infielders have the sunglasses resting on top of their hats, so you see those glares coming off. It's interesting. Just you don't see them keeping in the dugout. I think it's a style thing, too, keeping them on the hat.
1-2 pitch. Toronto's didn't go around. It's 2-2. Yeah, I was wondering, I mean, maybe if the lights get too bright, you put them on, but I don't think that's how it works, and that's why.
All Blues Brothers with it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think that's why I was confused at first about Z-Big and Marshall. 2-2 pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Toronez goes down looking, and a strikeout there for Nekraz.
And a good pitch there by Nekraz, having that pitch breaking towards the plate inside, so it looks like it's coming in at the hitter, but then it just cuts toward the plate. That was a good one for strike 3 there. Nekraz has an interesting delivery as he comes forward with a lot of force. He kicks that leg out quick and then just throws all of his weight towards the plate. That's a different approach than you saw with Deal, and that can mess up the timing now for these Joliet hitters.
First pitch into Gould is a strike. Now you're seeing where Toronto's has struggled just the strikeouts. He has 2 strikeouts. The other 2 times he's gone on have been the walks. It's just been putting the ball in play for him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Foul tipped into the mid, strike 2. So he's ahead 0-2 on Michael Gould and a chance to get out of the inning after 2nd and 3rd with no outs.
And clearly we're seeing some good stuff on the mound from Nekraz. The Generals are just not able to time up or locate these pitches he's throwing. He's got good bite on his off speed and good location on his fastball.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is into left field, and that's going to get down and score 2. Michael Gould is on second, and it's over the fence. It's a ground rule double. So Michael Gould, a 3-hit day, and that makes it 4 RBIs on the day for Gould.
That's the 3rd ground rule double we've seen today, and that's where those early walks really hurt the Oilmen is. Then you put a spot where well-hit ball, and that's really what Joliet's just done well all night, is to get the walks with no outs in the inning to start things off. Then you let the pitchers kind of settle in, get some outs, and then you finish it off with a big extra base hit. It's been a good recipe so far, and now Brennan Fisher, another player with a big double, comes up to the box.
So it's now 8-5 on the Gould double. That was a big 2-out hit that was launched over the head of Hendrick. That ball was crushed by Gould on a 0-2 pitch. He got a pitch in the middle of the plate. Here's the pitch to Fisher. That one's outside.
So now for Nekraz and the Oilmen, you're just trying to shake that one off. You still have 2 outs in this inning. You're trying to put Fisher away and get your bats back up, but 3 runs could be a lot to overcome.
Next pitch to Fisher. That one's also low. And I think to Gould there, the way to get him to chase is a high fastball, especially when he loves to swing at fastballs. And on 0-2, he got a breaking ball in the middle of the plate, and he delivered a big hit. That one's in there for a strike on Fisher.
Yeah, I mean, that maybe was the right idea by Nekraz going with the breaking ball, but not the right spot, as that was one that Gould was just able to clobber down to left field, kind of leave it hanging there, and he was able to get under it and put it in the air. So the breaking ball was looking good. He was getting some guys swinging over it, but that one was just maybe put a tad too high in the zone.
So it's 2-1 on Fisher. Here's the next pitch. That one's hit to center field. Baker coming on. Can he get it? He slides. He cannot. It's by him. Gould will come in to score. Fisher's going to hold at first with a long single, and it's 9-5 Joliet.